You ever meet someone who says they spent 4 years and millions of naira or dollars studying a course, and now they're working in customer service saying, "Good morning, sir. How may I help you?" Yeah, today we're talking about the 10 most useless degrees you can waste your time studying. Now, before we go any further, let me make this clear. There's nothing wrong with studying any of these degrees. If one of them is your passion or dream, go for it. Seriously. The world needs people who love what they do. But what I'm saying is this. Don't go deep into debt or spend years chasing a degree that won't pay you well or hold much value in the real world. Because at the end of the day, passion is great, but financial reality still matters. All right, now let's dive in. And please, if your course shows up here, relax. It's all love. Every degree has its purpose. We're just being real about the returns. Now, the first on my list is Culinary Arts. Now, don't get me wrong, food is life. But you don't need to pay thousands of dollars to learn how to cook. In fact, YouTube and Google will turn you into Gordon Ramsay for free. Most chefs in high-end restaurants learned from experience, not a degree. So, unless you're going to a top international culinary institute that connects you with global kitchens, you're basically paying to learn what your grandmother already knows. Coming in next, languages. Learning a new language is amazing. It opens doors and cultures. But a degree in language? That's like paying $20,000 to learn Spanish when Duolingo is free. In today's world, language learning is a skill, not a full career path. You can become fluent, translate, or even teach online without a degree. So, unless you're going into linguistics research or diplomacy, it's not the best investment. At number 3, music. Ah, yes. The degree that turns you from star in the making to studio broke. Look, music is beautiful, but talent and exposure beat certificates every single time. You don't need a degree to make hits. You need creativity, consistency, and marketing. Some of the biggest artists today never saw a university classroom. So unless you plan to teach music formally or work in orchestra-level performance, save your tuition and spend that money on good equipment instead. Next on the list, religious studies. This one's always controversial. If you're studying it for personal growth or ministry, amazing. But if you're studying it, hoping to get rich, you might want to pray about that decision again. Most people with this degree end up working in unrelated fields or volunteering in religious settings. It's great spiritually, not financially. So unless it's your calling, this degree doesn't pay bills. At number 5, philosophy. Philosophy majors can explain the meaning of life, but not the meaning of their student loan debt. It's deep, intellectual, and fascinating. But employers rarely need it. It teaches critical thinking and reasoning, which are great skills. But you can develop those reading books or debating online for free. It's a brain exercise degree, not a career-launching one. Coming in next, Anthropology. This is the study of humans, cultures, and civilizations, which sounds cool, until you realize there aren't many job openings titled Professional Culture Observer. Unless you're going into academia or museum research, you'll probably end up doing something completely different. It's an interesting field, just not one that pays off for most graduates. Studying human evolution is cool, until you realize there aren't many job openings for professional caveman experts. At number 7, gender studies. Now, this one always starts arguments, but let's keep it respectful. Gender studies is powerful for understanding social systems and equality. But in terms of career opportunities, it's limited. Most people end up in activism or teaching, not high-paying sectors. And that's fine if that's your mission. But don't expect a 6-figure salary right after graduation. It's more passion than profession. Next up, creative writing. Writers don't need permission to write. They just need practice. A creative writing degree can teach technique and structure, sure. But you can learn those same things by reading great authors, joining writing communities, and publishing your own work online. Most successful writers are self-taught. So instead of paying tuition, maybe buy books and coffee. Lots of coffee. At number 9, fashion design. This one's tricky. Fashion design sounds glamorous until you realize how competitive it is. Fashion is a skill-based industry. People want to see your designs, not your degree. You can learn from online tutorials, apprenticeships, or internships. If you're creative, build a portfolio, not a student loan. And finally, drama. Last but not least, drama. And trust me, the drama begins after graduation. Yes, some actors make it big. But for every star you see on TV, there are thousands still auditioning, waiting tables, or making TikToks hoping to blow. If acting is your dream, go for it. But don't rely on a degree. You need networking, talent, and resilience, not just a diploma. So yeah, these are 10 degrees that sound great on paper, but might not pay off in the real world. Again, this isn't to shame anyone. Every degree has value in its own way. But the truth is, in today's world, skills, creativity, and adaptability matter far more than fancy certificates. If you're going to invest years and money into something, make sure it pays you, not just in passion, but in purpose. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it with a friend who's still deciding what to study, and subscribe for more real talk like this. This is Finance in Sticks, where we talk about money, mindset, and the truth schools never teach. See you in the next one.